Okay. Okay. Okay.
As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, as a new world of opportunities open up to you, you see your life spread before you like a blank canvas, waiting for you to paint it beautiful with your skills, talent, and hard work. Welcome to RLIMS, your gateway to your dreams, where your knowledge is built, where your spirit is kindled, where your talent is staged. RLIMS, where your life is built upon your dreams. As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the uncertainties engulf you, As you embark on a new journey in your life, as the
Hey, hi. என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506655581. Hey,
hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரின்ல பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கு.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR நகர், அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட், மதுரை 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506 Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரினில் பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Aruppukkottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506 Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரினில் பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க. So
RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Aruppukkottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506 Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரினில் பண்ணலாமான்னு பார்க்குறேன். ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது.
பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் ஏன் ஃபாரின்ல போய் தேடணும்? பக்கத்துலயே இருக்கப்போ RLIMS MBAக்கு இதான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ். ஃபினான்ஸ் அண்ட் பேங்கிங், டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங், அக்ரி பிசினஸ் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அண்ட் பிசினஸ் அனலிட்டிக்ஸ்.
பட் நான் இன்ஜினியரிங்ல எனக்கான எலெக்டிவ் கோர்ஸ் அங்க இருக்கா?
எஸ் இருக்கு. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், மெஷின் லேர்னிங், மெட்டாவர்ஸ், பைத்தன் ப்ரோக்ராமிங், பிளாக் செயின் எக்ஸெட்ரா எக்ஸெட்ரா. இன்னும் எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்கு. அதுவும் வெல் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் குவாலிஃபைட் ஃபேக்கல்டி அண்ட் ஃபாரின் கெஸ்ட் லெக்சர் வச்சு சொல்லி தராங்க.
So RLIMS தான் பெஸ்ட் சாய்ஸ்.
RL Institute of Management Studies, TVR Nagar, Aruppukkottai Road, Madurai 625022. Email ID rlims@rlims.in. Contact number 9506 Hey,
ஹாய்.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
இல்லை சீனியர், எம்பிஏ கோர்ஸ்க்கு பெஸ்ட் காலேஜ் தேடிட்டு இருக்கேன். ஃபாரினில் பண்ணலாம்.
Aravind have leader community ophthalmology.
So, nevertheless, you might have listened to the journey of Dhivya here. So, instead of wasting much of time, over to Dhivya. The session is yours. Inspire us.
Good morning, just give me one moment. Okay, before I start, can you just dim the lights only because there are slides, otherwise it is fine. So, good morning everyone. புரிஞ்சதா அந்த ஏ வாய்ஸ்ல என்னமோ சொல்லிச்சு உங்களுக்கு கேட்டுச்சா கிளியரா? நிஜமாவா? கேள்வி கேட்கவா? Okay. I'm very, very happy to be here. I mean, this is very special. I think one, congratulations to the management for putting together such a wonderful induction program. I think this is maybe all speakers who come to this induction program are saying this, but I think this shows how much they are student centric, and I think it's a great way to step into a college. So I think maybe this is the first batch that's getting this kind of a welcome, or
Maybe 3 batches.
oh, very nice, very nice. So this is nice that you're coming in like this, and I think this is to keep up this energy throughout the 2 years that you're here. No, and that, so these 14 days may have been designed by the college, but adukappuram to hold on to this energy, to hold on to this enthusiasm is yaroda vela. We have to hold on to it. No, I think this is it should come from within. And basically, all that I'm going to be saying today is how can we be more like ourselves, no, and still achieve whatever the program wants us to achieve whatever we want to achieve. And have fun in that journey. No? So that is really the gist of what I'm going to say. I'm just going to say that a little bit elaborately. Where am I from? In the organization? Tyagaraja, okay. I'm also from Tyagaraja School of Management. Where is it? LAICO. Adenna LAICO. What is LAICO? Manufacturing Division of Aravind. Any other answers? சொல்லுங்க தப்பா இருந்தாலும் பரவாயில்ல எனக்கு கேட்கவே இல்லையே நான் பார்க்கல சொல்லுங்க So RLIMS is the manufacturing division of Aravind, so you're not very wrong. LAICO is a very small division within Aravind, which is, I'll show you what LAICO does, but LAICO is the training and consulting arm of Aravind. So I do a lot of training and a lot of consulting for other eye hospitals, so that's what we do. So I'll start off with a small introduction about Aravind. Okay, so I don't have many slides, so hopefully you will stay awake through this short program. So this is really what I'm going to talk about. You know, what do employers, what do companies, what do corporates who ultimately, you know, we're all preparing ourselves for a career in whatever industry you pick. It could be anywhere from agriculture to IT, it could be anywhere from healthcare to I don't know, maybe astrophysics, no, or because today that also seems to be, space also is, no, space travel also is becoming a commodity now. So we could be there, no, and it's not as incredible as it used to be earlier. No? Those kind of things are well within reach. So how do we prepare ourselves for a life like that? You know? And I want to be very, very careful not to say that these 2 years, we are traveling those 2 years only for a career. Please don't mistake me. I want to put that disclaimer. These 2 years are important. Okay, these 2 years are so important that we want you to be in the present. We want you to immerse yourself in these 2 years. It's not just a stepping stone to get to your career. It is. In the long run, it is. But it's very important to be mindful, to be present throughout these 2 years. Do you put it up? Okay, because I want to make this point. What do corporates expect? I have just one slide that I'm going to be talking about this. Okay, but why am I emphasizing on this? We were talking about this earlier. Some of you may be here because MBA padcha vela kedaikum. Some of you may be here because amma appa sonnanga adala vande. Some of you may be here because a friend irka adala nanu kuda vandu padikiren appadinu irukalam. Some of you may really want to, my passion is to do MBA. I'm very attracted towards MBA. It doesn't matter. The fact is you're all here in this room. The fact is you're all here. Probably some of you are in your first year, some of you in your second years. I just want you to commit to this here. Commit to this time here. It doesn't matter how you came. It doesn't matter what the reason is. The truth is you are here. So please bring your whole self to the program. Now that is very, very important. Doesn't matter RL Institute la enna irukku enna illangiradhu matter illa. Namma evlo inga eedupadrom, namma evlo idhula immerse aagumradha mukkiyam, because that is really 2 years of your life you must enjoy. You must put your full energy to it, because it doesn't matter. Nobody else is going to benefit from it. RL Institute is not going to benefit from it. The company you're going to is not going to benefit from it. You must be greedy enough, hungry enough to suck the juice out of these 2 years. So, if you can immerse yourself into these 2 years, I think it will, that is what corporates expect. That energy, that enthusiasm, that I think you know. I think you know who amongst yourself is fully immersed into this program. I think you yourself will know who is not fully immersed into this program. There's a little bit of detachment from the program. We may be fooling ourselves if we hold ourselves away from the program. If we hold ourselves away from immersing into this program, I think we are missing out. No, I say really invite you to really commit to this program and immerse yourself. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there before we proceeded with this. Okay, and just a quick introduction to what Aravind is. I don't know if some of you may know, some of you may have visited Aravind to see the institution and the model. Some of you may have visited as a patient. Hopefully you had a good visit. So Aravind is predominantly in Tamil Nadu. We have one hospital in Pondicherry and another one in Tirupati recently. So we grow very organically only. We are not an organization that is trying to spread, and I'll tell you in short why. But mainly our growth has taken us to these places. We have 7 tertiary centers like the one in Madurai. We have 7 centers, 7 large centers. We have 7 secondary centers, smaller centers in places like Dindikkal, Theni, Kovilpatti, Thoothukudi. These are smaller towns where we have smaller centers where they do surgery, but they won't have all the specialty clinics. Very much. Then we also have 6 outpatient centers where there will be doctors seeing patients. Hospital. We also have one in Melur, one in Thirumangalam, and we have 6 what we call as community centers. We also have 116 primary eye care centers all over Tamil Nadu. So these centers are spread across all the different areas just around our hospital. So through a hub and spoke model, these centers are connected to our base hospital. And when I say connected, it is through telemedicine. There is no doctor there, but every patient sees a doctor through teleconsultation, so through telemedicine. Okay, so across these centers, on a typical day, we would be seeing today almost 20,000 patients we see every day across all these hospitals. In addition, we have about 8,500 to 9,000 teleconsults happening across these 116 primary care centers. We also have teams that go out into the villages. Every day, a team of doctors and nurses will go out into the villages to screen patients in the villages, because we still see that the access to patients is still not very good. So if the patients are not coming to us, we don't sit back. How can we ensure that we reach them? So these teams go out every day. They screen patients, bring them back for surgery, do the surgery, take them back free of charge. And about 2,400 So, and every day about 2,500 procedures will be done. It could be surgery or laser or other procedures would be done. So this is the kind of volume that happens at Aravind. We also, because affordability is a major problem for our patient group, 50% of these procedures are done either completely free of charge to the patient or at a very steeply subsidized rate. Okay, so this is basically the Aravind model. Aravind is a non-profit trust, and we are able to do these procedures. Any quick questions before I continue? In the model, any questions?
So we can throw lights on how the sustainability,
How it goes. So sir is saying Aravind is sustainable. Is Aravind sustainable? Can Aravind be sustainable rather?
We are giving 50% at
50% free pandram. We have, if a surgery pananona, we need to have at least 500 doctors. We need to pay doctor salary. Okay. So can Aravind be financially sustainable? No. Somebody is shaking their head. At least he shook his head. In the pakam? Can Aravind be, do you think Aravind can be sustainable? Raise your hand. Do you think Aravind is probably not financially self-sustainable? Raise your hand.
Either for this or that they should.
Okay. நீங்க கேக்குறீங்க, அதனால இதுல ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயம் இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்களாவது கை தூக்கணும். ஐயோ சார், பாதி பேர் நான் சொல்றது கவனிக்கவே இல்லை நினைக்கிறேன். No problem. So, can any of you, hopefully this mic will reach. Okay. So any of you, can I pick on some of you? Do you mind? What do you think? Do you think performance பார்த்தா அரவிந்த் வந்து financially self-sustainable இருக்க முடியுமா? எப்படி?
ஸ்டார்டிங்கே வந்து அரவிந்த் வந்து ட்ரஸ்ட்டுன்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்க. அப்போ ட்ரஸ்ட்டில் வந்து ஃபண்டு வந்து ஸ்பான்சர்ஸ் போகும். அது போக வந்து மினிமம் சார்ஜ் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. அப்போ வந்து அதுவும் காம்பன்சேஷன் மேக்ஸிமம் 50% ஃபண்டிங்லேருந்து காம்பன்சேட்.
That's a very good point. No, so 50% நீங்க ஃப்ரீயா கொடுத்தாலும் ஃபண்டிங் மூலமா அதை காம்பன்சேட் பண்ணலாம். Good. Anybody else? Any other guesses? It's a very good what do I say? Very good attempt. Anybody else would like to say how நீங்க சொல்றதுனால கட்டாயம் அது சஸ்டைனபிளா இருக்கும் போல அப்படினா எப்படி? Anybody else?
Divya, you have right to pull anyone.
I have the right? Yeah. என்ன ஆக போகுது? தப்பா சொல்ல போறோம், அவ்வளவுதான். No eye contact. Everybody is avoiding my eyes. Like you? Okay, so do you think it's sustainable? Yes. Do you want to try and guess how? Anybody else? யாரு தைரியமா இருக்காங்க?
it's sustainable. If you are taking this decision, you'll be thinking first. So whether it is applicable, maybe come present in good way. So it will be sustainable, I think. I don't have all time.
Anybody else would like to venture a guess how it could be? So 50% is free. What about the other 50%? Huh? Oh, Mr. 50% வந்து minimum charge or free, subsidized or free. Mr. 50%, you can charge more. Is that a way to be sustainable? You can charge more for those who can pay, and Robin Hood Mari, you can do the Robin Hood model. That's also a way to do it. Any other? You created a bank, so?
Brand. So
okay.
customers will keep on. I mean, you have created a brand since a lot of years.
Okay.
So that's what you are keep on receiving a regular customers.
Sustainable. Okay, all of what you're saying is right. Everything that you said is right. Just add a little bit more to this. So I'm showing you this is our finances. So these are our finances. So I'm saying we're doing good because we're serving the people. We are taking care of our community. So the blue line is our income, and the red line is our expenses. Okay, and I'm not showing the capital. It will disturb because capital is apportioned over time through depreciation. So you can see that this is our total income and expense, excluding interest. So interest is other income. So that could include panla. This is income only from operations and other things except interest. Okay. So you will see that our EBITDA is how much? 31%. Is that a good percentage? Finance students, second years, or those who came from BCom, is EBITDA 31%? Good, average, poor? Average, okay. So average, any other things other than average? What is a good EBITDA, sir? A good EBITDA in a percentage is most companies. Sorry. Sorry, what do you think it is? Guess what it is. Do you want to say what is a good? 35%. So if you are able to have an EBITDA of 25 to 35%, you're doing extremely well. Okay, many companies struggle to have this kind of a EBITDA. And just to clarify, Thambi, unga point, of this income, less than 5% comes through donations or government subsidies. So all of the income comes from our paying patients. So like you said, two things have to kick in now. One, high volume. Okay, nariya patient vanda tha inda model work out agum. Okay, nariya patient eppadi varuvanga? Okay, one is, can I make it affordable for Nariya Peru to come? Okay. Second is quality. Can I ensure that I am attractive to those who want to pay? Because those who want to pay can pay anywhere. Free maybe they don't have much choice. GH pola illa Aravind pola. So maybe when they are coming to us, I cannot say, I am proudly say they are coming to me. But when a paying customer comes, especially today, especially today, I have to be on top of my game. So how do I stay on top of my game? How do I keep the costs low so that even those who pay can come in? So how do I keep my entry barrier low so that more patients can come in? Which is why our consultation fee for many, many years has remained 100 rupees, which is good for, sorry? If 100 rupees, maybe in the last 10 years or something. So, but it is good for 3 visits within 3 months. So you don't have to pay again. Okay, so this ensures that under kasu pay, and okay, so that, and but for cataract surgery, they will have to pay anywhere from 8,000 rupees onwards. The lowest package is 8,000. Paying patients have choice. So they can go for a 12,000 rupees package, they can go for a 30,000 rupees package, they can go for a 50,000-70,000 rupees package depending on that. So there is some choice for the paying customer who is more different.
Hey,
Hi.
என்ன டென்ஷன்?
To another entrance. Building, just a different entrance for the what we call as the free hospital. இலவச பிரிவுன்னு சொல்வோம். அங்க வந்து consultation is completely free. Cataract surgery, the entire package is 1,000 rupees. So it is subsidized for them. But there is no choice. So that's another differentiator. The point is, we don't screen the patients. யாரு நீங்க வந்து poor patient-ஆ, நீங்க வந்து affordable patient-ஆ அப்படின்னு we don't screen. We allow the patient to choose. Which is why it is important to differentiate these two services. Okay, so it makes it, why do we need to do this? ஏன் வந்து நாங்க screen பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறோம்? இல்லைன்னா இந்த 50%, 90% ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா நாங்கள் எப்படி financially self-sustainable இருக்க முடியும்? Why do you think we don't screen patients?
That question they should ask you.
I don't know, you should tell. அவங்க கேட்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க, நான் கேட்கிறேன். Think, why does Aravind not screen its patients? Why do you think? Huh? Value the feelings. That's a very, very important remark you're making. Can you explain it a little bit? Okay.
In Tamil Nadu, all எல்லா பீப்புளும் வந்து ஃபீலிங்ஸில் தான் வந்து அடாப்டாக இருக்காங்க. அதனால் வந்து நம்ம வேல்யூ அதை வந்து உங்களை வந்து இப்படி பிரித்து பார்த்துட்டோம்னா வந்து அவங்க வந்து கொஞ்சம் யோசிப்பாங்க, வரதுக்கு நம்மளை இப்படி பார்த்துட்டாங்க.
ஸோ இன்னொருத்தவங்க சொல்லி நான் வந்து இது அதுவான்னு நம்ம போகிறது. This is a very important thing. You know, this is so important, and I'm not taking any credit for this because this was all put in place before my time. So our founder, Dr. Venkateswamy, and the founding team they were also from the village. அவங்க வந்து இந்த பக்கம் தான் அருப்புக்கோட்டை ரோட்லேயே if you go further வடமலாபுரம்னு ஒரு வில்லேஜ்லேருந்து தான் வந்திருக்காங்க. ஸோ தே ஆர் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் பிளேஸ். ஸோ தே அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பீப்புள். நீங்கள் ஐ திங்க் யூஆர் டாக்கிங் ஃப்ரம் திஸ் பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ். தயவு செஞ்சு இந்த தம்பி சொல்கிற பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ் எல்லாருக்குமே இருக்கும். ஹோல்ட் ஆன் டு திஸ் பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ். கார்பரேட் போன உடனே இதை மறந்துடாதீங்க. இட்ஸ் வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்பா. காட் ஹஸ் கிவன் அஸ் திஸ் பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ். காட் ஹஸ் kept us, இந்த மதுரை மாதிரி ஏரியாவிலேருந்து நம்மளை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கிறது is for a purpose, God or whatever you call it. So hold on to this, okay? So coming back to the story, so we have ensured that we want to preserve human dignity. We want to preserve the patient's dignity. The patient should not have to, நம்ம கூட சொல்ல வேண்டாம். We should not force the patient to prove he is poor. That is totally destroying his dignity. Why should I prove and say எனக்கு இது முடியல? நீங்க வந்து they often tell the story, our leaders tell the story வந்து, suppose if we had question, அவர் வர்றவர் வந்து ஒரு பெரியவர், அவர் வந்து ஒரு தாசில்தார். ஒரு தாசில்தாரா இருந்துட்டு ஃப்ரீ ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்கு வரீங்களே அப்படின்னு நம்ம ஒரு வார்த்தை கேட்டோம்னா then we listen to his story. அவருக்கு வந்து பசங்கள்லாம் இருக்காங்க, பட் இந்த பசங்க வந்து அவங்க நல்லா செட்டில் ஆயிட்டாங்க. இவரோட he has given away his wealth to them, but nobody is taking care of him. So he doesn't have anybody to take care of him. So should we put him in a position where he has to prove that he is in this place? Do we need to do that? No. But at the same time, what kind of systems will ensure that the system is not wrongly exploited? Because if it goes beyond the tipping point, if 10% தான் எங்களுக்கு paying customers வராங்க, 90% are free na, then was a point when Aravind was not doing very well. When Aravind was doing only, almost went to the point where we would have seen அப்படியே போயிருந்தா 20% தான் paying வந்திருக்கும். Then only we realized we were using very old buildings. We were only using Indian toilets in many places where the customer was going to places where like a hotel pona kuda, or chinna hotel pona kuda, it is done up very well. It's very smart looking. But the paying thing was not up to the mark. So all of those things also keep us on our toes. Everything, so even though I'm saying free and paying, we have similar benchmarks for both. So all our monitoring mechanisms, all our quality mechanisms, all our staff is common for both paying and free. So all our staff rotate through the paying and free facility. In fact, in all other hospitals, like I said, they come through 2 doors. Operation theatre only. Patients will just enter through 2 different doors. The operating room, which is the heart of the hospital, is the same whether it is paying or free. They walk into the same facility. Okay, so it's just like a economy class versus business class type thing. Okay, the core facility is the same. Any questions? There's a chance to get this clarified. Any questions? Okay. We'll talk about this in a bit. We'll talk about the silence in a bit. Okay. So, yes, sir.
I have one question before you proceed.
Yes.
I would like you to throw some lights on, in this time, we have creeping competition. You know about the competition market.
Yes.
So when we have this model, how do you...
Hospitals all became very, very upset that Aravind is coming to compete in Coimbatore. Okay, so many people came to the Aravind leaders and they tried to convince them saying, Neenga Madurai Pakko Neenga Parunga, Coimbatore side kala Nanga Irkom, Nanga Paathukurom. So our leaders kept on saying, the market is much bigger. No? So if you are every day, 2, what do you think it could be? Chalana. What do you think it could be? Would you like to, what do you think it is? Heavy, okay, heavy competition has come up. Ana yen avanga appadi vara vendam sonnanga, appo yen ivlo competition vandadu? Market has grown. Okay, so the market is huge. Healthcare is a heavily underserved market. But the problem of how we think about it is, they are trying to fight for the same piece of the pie. Okay, 10 பேரு அவங்களா ஒரு ஐ ஹாஸ்பிடல்ல தேடி போறாங்க அப்படினா they will choose among the 4. Okay, but அந்த 10 பேரு is only maybe 10% of the entire market. And the market is still needy. And the need வந்து இன்னும் demand convert ஆகல. So, am I going to fight for that 10% or am I going to go and activate the 90%? So we can choose. So do I want to play in the competitive market or do I want to grow my market? Okay. So once you grow your market, once your mindset is proactive, once your mindset is in Tamil Nadu, what about those in Bihar? What about those in Northeast India? What about the poor in North India or Central India? Anga போய் அரவிந்த் ஆரம்பிக்கிறதுக்கு it is not possible. We cannot grow exponentially because our model requires a very different way of working. Growth rate, how am I going to serve the rest of the market? So which is why LAICO, which is the, not be very clear, but so LAICO was started mainly to create this competition. LAICO was started mainly to trigger the other eye care centers to also come up to speed. Because Aravind doesn't have anything special. We have the same doctors as other hospitals. We have the same kind of buildings, equipment, training, space. Everything is the same at Aravind. So why can't other hospitals also be as successful as, when I say successful, even though we're a trust, we're very profitable, right? So all our expansion is fueled by our own surplus, by our own profits. Many hospitals still wait for funding to come to do free work. No? So we know eye care can be profitable. We know eye care can have scale. No? We can be doing large volume work. So how can we help other hospitals? So we, over the last almost 30 years, we've worked in 29 countries. We've worked with over 380 hospitals, trying to help them to also become as successful as Aravind. And we're able to see that within about 2 years, we're helping them to double their number of surgeries. And somebody who is dependent on funding for their thing, we also see that we're able to make them financially self-sustainable. 90% cost recovery within 2 years. So that's the kind of work that we're able to do just through sharing what Aravind does. So we are proactively creating that competition. So this is the kind of work that we do at LAICO, a lot of training, a lot of consulting. So this is just a quick brief about Aravind. Any quick questions or anything you want to add before we move on to today's topic? ஏதாவது இருக்கா?
Countries you operate in India. How do you see the competition culture there over other countries?
So எங்கேயுமே the competition கிடையாது சார். So எங்கேயுமே so you will see very Africa-லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, so this is a hospital I went to in Zambia. It's a government hospital. They do outreach. அவங்களும் primary health care centerலாம் போய் பண்றாங்க, but very low efficiency. Their efficiency is very poor. So their doctors, even though they have three or four doctors, I don't have that slide, but an average Aravind surgeon would do about 1,500 surgeries in a year. An average Indian surgeon will do 500 surgeries in a year. So you can see how we are more profitable now. Okay, so just economies of scale. So very low efficiency. All management answers that, sir. Sometimes clinical skill may be absent, which is why they're not able to attract patients. But beyond that, it's usually poor management systems. They don't have administrative systems there. Medical record in one irukadu. So அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய sterilization irukadu. Very unsafe practices. ஒரு surgery முடிச்சு sterilization பண்ணி தான் அடுத்த surgery பண்ணணும். அதெல்லாம் கூட இருக்காது. So இந்த காலகட்டத்திலயும் அப்படிதான் இருக்கு. So these are the things that we are able to bring up. So the gap in healthcare is very huge. So those are the kind of things we need to fix. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay, so இப்போ சொல்லுங்க. What do இது நீங்க இந்த ஆன்சர் கேள்விக்கு உங்கள்ட்ட கட்டாயம் ஏதாவது ஆன்சர் இருக்கணும். Okay, what do companies seek in the people they recruit? What do you think they seek? உங்களோட அலுமினை சீனியர் அண்ணா சக்காஸ்ட்ட பேசியிருப்பீங்க, சொல்லுங்க. 10 ஆன்சர் வரணும், சொல்லுங்க. Some kind of skills. What skills? Very skills. Technical as well as soft skills. Okay. Aptitude na ennapa? Updated. To be updated. They expect you to be updated with whatever is happening. Okay. When you can just explain aptitude. Because that word is used. எனக்கு நிஜமாவே அது என்னன்னு I want to know what you mean by aptitude. What did you mean when you said that word? அந்த வேர்டு விட்டுருங்க. என்ன சொல்ல வந்தீங்க? நீங்க இல்லையா? நீங்க சொல்லலையா? சரி, ஓகே. What else? Skills, technical skills, soft skills, வேற? Communication skills, okay.
Basic qualification. Basic qualification.
Like a degree. Okay, so they want you to have some kind of a basic degree. Okay, that's reasonable. Somebody else said something else. Marketing skills. அப்படின்னா என்ன? When you say marketing skills, what do you mean? That's what I mean. சொல்லுங்க சார்.
மார்க்கெட் ஸ்கில்ஸ்னால் எப்படி சொன்னால், இப்போ மிச்சம் காம்படிட்டிவ் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ் வந்து என்ன ரேட்டு கொடுக்குறாங்க, அந்த ரேட்டுக்கு வந்து கரெக்டாக இங்கே கொடுத்தா வந்து ப்ராஃபிட் வருமா வராதா, எத்தனை பேஷண்ட் அவுட் பேஷண்ட்ஸ் வந்து டீல் பண்ணலாம், இந்த மாதிரி பார்க்குறது கொஞ்சம் பேசிக்ஸ் தெரிஞ்சு.
ஒரு கம்பெனி ஓனர் எப்படி இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டீங்க. ஓகே, குட். ஓகே, so basically certain management principles தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்ன்றீங்க. ஓகே, anybody else? Welcome guys. Good afternoon. My name is Dhivya. I am coming from Aravind Hospital. Thanks for coming. Okay. Commitment to work. And so the reason why I am saying this, I am not trying to embarrass you when I say explain. I really want to get to the bottom of what you are trying to say. Can you explain what do you mean by commitment? Okay guys, one person should talk at a time. If you would like to talk, let me know.
the recruiters feel that we are commitment to either work, we commitment to work, so that the work will be properly finished. எந்த வேலை பண்ணாலும் ப்ராப்பரா. So what you mean to say, எந்த வேலை பண்ணாலும் ப்ராப்பரா பண்ற மாதிரி எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்க. Okay. Anybody else? Time management. Somebody time management? Okay. Anybody else? இங்க நிறைய பேர் கை தூக்குனீங்க, நான் உங்களை கவனிக்கலன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சொல்லுங்க. I won't give the mic because feedback கிடைக்கும். சொல்லுங்க. How we present ourselves. Okay, okay. என்ன எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க கம்பெனி? 10 வர வரைக்கும் நான் விட மாட்டேன். சொல்லுங்க. Can you, okay, innovation and creativity. I totally agree. Explain it. இல்லை நீங்கள் என்ன மீன் பண்ணுறீங்க? தமிழ்லேயே சொல்லுங்க. இன்னோவேஷன் அண்ட் கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி சொல்லும் போது என்ன மீன் பண்ணுறீங்க? புது ஐடியாஸ், ஃப்ரெஷ் ஐடியாஸ் கொடுக்கணும்னு எதிர்பார்ப்பாங்க. ஓகே. எனிதிங் எல்ஸ்? இந்த கேள்விக்கு என்ன பதில்? நீங்கள் என்ன பதில் நினைக்கிறீங்க? கண்டென்ட் creative. Can you explain that? What do you mean by content creative? எங்கள் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டா அதனால சொல்கிறீங்களா? என்னால் கண்டென்ட் எழுத முடியணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறீங்க. ஒரு காப்பி ரைட் பண்ண தெரியணும். ஃபார் காப்பி ரைட்னா காப்பி பண்ணிடல, பட் ரைட்டிங் ஃபார் அன் ஆட் காப்பி ரைட்டிங். ஓகே. ஆர் மேபி ஒரு வீடியோ ஷூட் பண்ண தெரியும். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் டெக்னிக்கல் ஸ்கில்ஸ். ஓகே. அண்ட் லிட்டில் பிட் ஆஃப் கிரியேட்டிவிட்டி. வேற என்ன?
ஹே ஹாய், என்ன டென்ஷன்?
சிவராமன் சொல்றது கேட்குதா உங்களுக்கு? அமைதியாக இருந்தால் தான் கேட்கும். ஓகே, சொல்லுங்க. So he is saying they should be able to write content, they should be have digital skills. Okay, any others would like to say? Companies என்ன எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க நம்மள்ட்ட? work experience எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க. ஓகே. Team, they should be able to do teamwork, able to handle pressure. Okay. Problem solving, adaptability. Okay. Innovative. Okay. Innovative, result driven. Leadership. 10 விஷயத்தை சொன்னாவே இந்த அம்மா விடுவோம், அதனால 10 விஷயம் சொல்லிடுவோம். Handling the situation. Okay. Anybody else? Work-life balance. Okay. Okay. All of these are great. Can you?
ரிஸ்க் சால்விங் அப்படிங்கிறது இப்போ ஒவ்வொரு கம்பெனிலேயும் ஒவ்வொரு ரிஸ்க் இருக்கும். அதை எப்படி ஓவர் கம் பண்ணுறாங்க, அதுக்கு ஒரு ஐடியா, ரிஸ்க்குக்கு எந்த ஐடியா கொடுத்து
கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் ரெசல்யூஷன். நீங்கள் எப்படி ப்ரூவ் பண்ணுவீங்க? எனக்கு கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் ரெசல்யூஷன் தெரியும்னு நீங்கள் எப்படி ப்ரூவ் பண்ணுவீங்க? அது உங்களை எடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எடுக்க முன்னாடி எப்படி சொல்லுவீங்க? இட்ஸ் குட். கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் ரெசல்யூஷன் இருந்தால் வெரி குட். பட் யூஸ்லி இட்ஸ் ஹார்ட் டு see that ப்ரெஷர். எங்கள் காலேஜில் 2 கேங் இருக்குங்க, அந்த 2 கேங்கை வந்து ஒதுக்கி விடுறது நான் தான் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் சொன்னாங்கன்னா ஓகே. Okay, okay, good. So I think I agree with everything you said. I'm here to confirm, to remind you that yes, it's all of this. So, are you preparing yourself for this? No, that is very important. Now, if you lose yourself in your MBA and you're not focused on building these skills, then you are missing out. So, really, all of this is just common sense. What they look for, the recruiters are not different from us. They're also people just like us. They also are looking for things that will help them grow, help the organization grow. So all they want is people who get results. Some of you said result driven. So commitment to work. So all of this is people who will get the results, who will get the work done. People who are easy. great marks and all that. But later, they're probably going to struggle with you if you are not easy to move with. Because unfortunately, we work in teams. No, when I'm saying fortunately or unfortunately, we work in teams. So we have to be able to get along with others. Again, fortunately or unfortunately, all work is co-dependent on others' work. Even if you're working in isolation, you need to coordinate with other employees, you need to coordinate with other team members. So it's very important that we have people skills. Some of us are not extroverts. Some of us are introverts. Okay, so it's a little bit difficult for us. Some of us don't want to be bothered by others. No, some of us just don't care. We are naturally aggressive maybe. That's okay. How do you use the time to build yourself? How do you use the time to build your people skills? These 2 years are a golden time to build that. Be more aware of it. Am I somebody who's easy to get along with? Am I a team player? So watch yourself for that. People they can trust. I think somebody mentioned this. No, you have to be trustworthy. All of this is common sense. No, all of this is things that anybody would want. And people who want to grow. Update, I have to be updated. I have to have digital skills in Solinga. No, so it's very important to keep ourselves up to date in whatever field. You don't have to know everything about everything. No, it's very important that you have some hunger for growth. That is something that people look for. Okay? People who come alive. What does that mean? Sorry? Cure. Patient cure. That's not what I mean. That's a good point, but I didn't mean that. Anybody wants to venture guess what I mean by people who come alive? Skill soda? Full package of skill order. Full package of skills order. I didn't mean that. I mean, that's important. Means what is important. But I didn't mean that when I put this phrase. Anybody else wants to guess? People, the last sentence, last phrase. People who come alive. Na enna solla varen nenikreenga? To be bold enough. Okay. Yeah, that too. Anything else? To work actively. Okay. To work actively. Yes, that too. Curious to learn. Okay, that too. All of this. Attentive. Very attentive. All of this. Yes. So it is people who come alive. You know, people who are alive in the class. They are not just zombies in the class. So this is what people want. They want people to be passionate about their work. No, they really want people to enjoy working. And the வேலையை ரசிச்சு பண்ணுவாங்கல்ல சில பேர். You know those kind of people. நம்ம ஒரு கடைக்கு போனாலும் அங்க இருக்கிற ஒரு அக்கா வந்து அவங்க வேலையை ரசிச்சு பண்றப்போ we enjoy going there. No, அதே கடையில இன்னொரு அக்கா இருப்பாங்க. அந்த அக்கா வந்தாலே எப்ப வந்தோமா வாங்கணுமா போனோமான்னு இருக்கணும். So that is the difference about people who come alive. That is what we all want. Okay, and then finally people who can learn. This is also very, very important. Again, it's somewhat related to people who can grow, people who are updated and all that. But do you have the ability to learn? This is a very important skill. More than any other skill, I think this is the most important skill. Can you demonstrate that you are a learner? You don't have to be a quick learner, but are you a learner? You can only be a learner if you are curious, if you are asking questions. So the beauty of this is, one, I think if we were recruiting someone, we will want somebody like this. Do you agree? So it's not very unimaginable, this list. Okay, this is my list. This is the end of my list. So it's not something that we can't imagine. So it's very easy for us to identify with this list. This is one. Second is, especially the last one, I think you have 2 years to pick up the skill if you are not that already. If you are not somebody who enjoys learning, because our education system may not always make learning exciting. Okay, so in these 2 years, if you can pick up the skill to learn, then you're set for life. Okay, so in your MBA, during the MBA, doesn't have to, எல்லாமே நான் வந்து வேலையில போய் நான் பண்ணுவேன் அதெல்லாம் ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆகும். If you are not going to do it in these 2 years, it won't suddenly come to you after 2 years. So during your time here, can we be all these things that you did say? No? Curiosity, asking questions, very, very important. So one of the fun things that I mean, this is a story I rarely share and I would like to share with you, is when I was doing my, just out of school and I was waiting to get into my undergrad in Coimbatore, I had time to go through the news. அப்போ தான் நியூஸ் பேப்பரை பார்க்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம் அந்த பிரேக்கில். ஸ்கூல் படிக்கும் போது தான் பெருசாக நியூஸ் பேப்பர் பார்க்க மாட்டேன். ஸோ அப்போ பார்க்கும்போது there used to be 2 sections that I used to really, it used to catch my attention. ஒன்று வந்து ஒரு பேஜில் முந்தி, இப்போ நீங்களாம் பார்த்துருக்கவே மாட்டீங்க, ஒரு சைடில் ஃபுல்லாக இந்த நம்ம நேஷ்னல் ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் அண்ட் பாம்பே ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்சோட எல்லா ஷேர்ஸும் அதோட வேல்யூஸும் போட்டுப்பாங்க ஃபார் தட் டே. நேத்தோட க்ளோசிங் மார்க்கெட் க்ளோஸ் ரேட் போடுவாங்க இல்லையா சார், மார்க்கெட் க்ளோஸ் ரேட் ஆஸ் ஆஃப் எஸ்டர்டே அந்த ரேட்டை போடுவாங்க. ஸோ ஹவு டு யூ நோ யுவர் ஷேர் இஸ் டூயிங் வெல் ஆர் நாட்? தேர் வாஸ் நோ இன்டர்நெட். ஸோ அந்த காலத்து பீஸ் நான். ஸோ தே யூஸ் டு கோ அண்ட் லுக் அட் த வேல்யூ தேர். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நம்பராக இருக்கும், எனக்கு என்னென்ன புரியாது. ஐ நெவர் அண்டர்ஸ்டுட் வாட் இஸ் திஸ் stock exchange. It is the stock exchange, market value, share value and solluvaanga, but I never understood it because I was a science student, so I never understood it. And there used to be another section which used to say golden star or unicorn, blue unicorn, silver hero, Arabic sultan or something. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு 100 லிஸ்ட் இருக்கும். Do you know what that second list could be? இது வந்து இன்னொரு செக்ஷன்ல இருக்கும். யாருக்காவது தெரியுமா? இது வந்து ஸ்டாக் எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் பேஜ்ல கிடையாது, இன்னொரு செக்ஷன். சொல்லுங்க. ஃபிலிம் ஸ்டார் இல்ல அதுல அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு அந்த செக்ஷன்ல ஒரு ஃபிலிம்னா எனக்கு தெரியும்பா. ஐ எம் a big movie buff. That used to be the horse race with names of horses that were racing. அது main matter கிடையாது. Let's come to the matter about the stock exchange. Okay, so I used to be very curious. I'm not saying I'm a curious person. அந்த ஒரு இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ்ல எனக்கு வந்து அந்த கேள்வி வந்தது. So I could not kind of accept it. So I used to find in the family friend or uncle that இது என்னது uncle, இது என்ன இந்த stock exchange னா என்ன, எனக்கு not at all able to understand. உட்கார வச்சு he was very kind to sit and explain. ஒரு second standard student க்கு சொல்ற மாதிரி he explained what is the stock exchange. Everybody knows about the stock exchange to some extent. They may be science students, you have to kind of definitely know what it is because it's important because you're an MBA. Otherwise I wouldn't manage it. But so I was trying to understand what is a stock, what is a share, what is share value, what is IPO. இதெல்லாமே அவர் எனக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணாரு. And it blew my mind that somebody would put their money in a instrument like this. இப்படி ஒரு ஃபினான்ஷியல் இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்ல யாராவது காசு போடுவாங்களா அப்படின்னு because நம்மளுக்கு வந்து பேங்க்ல காசு போடணும், இது மட்டும் தான் நமக்கு தெரியும். So then what I did when I joined my undergrad is I started maintaining a mock portfolio. Daily newspaper எடுத்து நான் வந்து ஒரு 10 கம்பெனியோட ஷேர்ஸை நான் இத்தனை ஷேர் வாங்கின மாதிரி ஒரு இது மெயின்டைன் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சேன். just for fun for my own self. Nobody asked me to do it because I was a science student even in college, you know, and so I was just for my own fun I used to maintain this, and my portfolio did very well. I made a lot of fake money and mock money in that portfolio. Okay, so fast forward to my MBA. I finished my MBA. In MBA angada I was introduced to accounting, financial accounting. There's some papers, no, financial management, accounting. I think the first year we have accounting and then financial management. Again I was so ஒரு புது உலகம் தெரிஞ்ச மாதிரி இருந்தது. கிரெடிட்ங்கறாங்க, டெபிட்ங்கறாங்க, இதென்னா என்னன்னே என்னால புரிய. I think some of you will feel like me this year. Okay, அது என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னே புரியாது. So but that was so intriguing, and finally I said okay, நான் வந்து என்னோட minor, we could take a major elective and a minor elective. So my minor elective actually took finance, and my first job was at a stockbrokers. So I went on, my major was marketing, so I joined the stockbrokers and I helped them set up franchises. So I was doing that in Chennai. But what got me the job was because I had maintained the mock portfolio. Who's going to I mean, now when I think back, but now when I think back, who's going to let a candidate like that go? No? So it's just your curiosity helps you have a lot of fun. Okay? And that is what will make you come alive. That is what helps you discover your passion. Okay? And I think this is very, very important. Keep trying. I think it's very important to allow yourself to fail, because curiosity is about asking a lot of dumb questions, really. I really, really hope that all of you will begin asking a lot of questions. If you don't feel comfortable asking a question, நான் வந்து extrovert கிடையாதுங்க, கிளாஸில் வந்து கை தூக்கி சார்ட்டெல்லாம் நான் கேள்வி கேட்க முடியாது, இல்லை நான் கேள்வி கேட்டால் இந்த சார் வந்து திட்டுறாங்க, doesn't matter. Find the answer. That is your responsibility. Okay, find the answer. More and more in my last 15 years or 20 years of my career, in the last 2 years especially, the thing that keeps coming to me is it's not about being able to answer a question. It's about being able to ask the question. இது வந்து நிறைய பேர் சொல்லியிருப்பாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், ஆனால் எனக்கு தான் இப்போ அந்த ஞானோதயம் வருது. It's really about being able to ask questions. So the quality of questions you ask, the number of questions you ask, how deep you go, that is really what defines us. That is what grows us. That is what helps us find out what is my passion. ஏன்னா நான் எந்த கேள்வி கேட்குறேன் அப்படிங்கிறது எனக்குள்ளே இருந்து வருது. So that helps me understand where my passion lies. இந்த கேள்வியை நான் வந்து ஆன்சர் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டேன், இதில் வந்து நான் இன்னும் தூரமாக போகணும், இன்னும் ஆழமாக போகணும்னு நினச்சேன்னா I will find out whether my passion lies there or not. இல்லையா வேறு விஷயத்தில் அங்கே செலுத்தி ஆழமாக போகணும். So this is why this curiosity really helps us come alive. Okay, and it helps us understand where our passions lie. Very, very important. Be yourself. இது வந்து ஈஸி தானே, நான் ஏற்கனவே நானாக தானே இருக்கேன். No, you need to do a lot of work to be yourself. நீ யார்? Who am I? Am I what my friends tell me to be? Am I something because of peer pressure? Maybe, it's okay. But unless you find who yourself is, again you won't be able to find what your passion is. Okay, நான் வந்து இதுதான் ஃபாஸ்ட் க்ரோயிங் மார்க்கெட், அதனால் இதுதான் ஐடி இண்டஸ்ட்ரி தான் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக க்ரோ ஆகுது, ஏஐ தான் ஃபாஸ்ட்டாக க்ரோ ஆகுது, அதனால அங்கே போகிறேன்னா, இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் மேட் ஃபார் ஏஐ, யூ நாட் கோயிங் டு என்ஜாய் இட். யூ மே மேக் அ லாட் ஆஃப் மனி, பட் யூ நாட் கோயிங் டு என்ஜாய் இட். இட்ஸ் கோயிங் டு பி அ சோர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ். ஸோ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட், பி கம்ஃபர்டபுள் ஆஸ் யோர் செல்ஃப். First of all, நீங்கள் யாராக இருக்கீங்களோ be comfortable with yourself. Only then will people be comfortable with you. So be gentle on yourself. Learn to accept yourself first. Then you can help others accept you. Yeah? Okay. So this is an easy one. But very important, seek to be a better version of yourself all the time. நானா இருப்பேன், நான் எப்படி வேணாலும் இருப்பேன். That's okay. But நாளைக்கு we have to kind of carve what we want out of the stone that we are today. Do I want to be whatever it could be? Do I want to be somebody who is good in IT? Do I want to be somebody who is completely updated about things in financial management? Am I making myself that person? I may be good, I may be something now. Accept yourself as you are now. But is there a growth streak in you all the time? That will happen only if we are curious, only if we want to grow, only if we are coming alive. So find out, this is not easy. நம்ம சொல்கிறோம் உங்கள் பேஷன் கண்டுபிடிங்க. எனக்கெல்லாம் வந்து இப்போ கூட ஏதாவது ஒரு ஏரியா பார்த்தா, ஓ இந்த இதில் போயிருக்கலாமே, இன்னொருத்தவங்க அதை நல்லா வரைகிறாங்க, ஓ அந்த இதில் போயிருக்கலாமேன்னு இன்னுமே எனக்கு மனசு சொல்லும். So it is not easy. Some of us know exactly what we want and we are able to go after it. I am not one of those persons. But it's very important we find one area and we are able to go deep in that. Okay, and this again, all of these are very interconnected. I really request you, you can only go deep when you are on a learning mode. Read, read, read. Not easy, but this will take you to a great, great level. I'm sure your college has a great library. Okay, and beyond the library, the internet has opened up so much for us. There is no excuse for us not to learn, not to read. If you have an area of interest that you want to look at, if you are curious about it, all doors will open for you if you are asking the question. That requires us to read. Read the top magazines. For me, especially, I think நான் வந்து MBA class attend பண்ணனோ இல்லையோ, lecturers சொல்றது கேட்டானோ இல்லையோ, more than all of that, with all due respect to lecturers, with more than all of that is we had several magazines in our library. We had several newspapers in our library. This is really what has got me, or has given me any, I would say, the knowledge, the management knowledge that I needed, especially updated management knowledge. So make sure you're reading Forbes, make sure you're reading the top magazines, whatever is there, Economic Times. You know, these are things that, because you've chosen MBA, I won't ask you to read Economic Times. Because you've chosen MBA, it's important to be on top of the game, again, in your field. So for me, marketing and especially advertising was my passion then. So I have read Ogilvy on advertising cover to cover at least twice. It is because, and again, okay, that is what you should be bringing, to the MBA. Just your life, just that aliveness to suck out every single bit of juice from this course. Again, be professional. This is a very overused word. Okay. நம்ம எல்லாருமே எந்த ஊர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கோம்? மதுரைக்காரங்க ப்ரொஃபஷ்னலாக இருக்க முடியுமா? எஸ் மேம். எந்த ஊருக்கு போனாலும் தனியாக தெரியும், நீ மதுரையிலேருந்து வந்தானே கேட்பாங்கல்ல. ஸோ அப்போ தனியாக தெரியுது. So I'm not saying, again, very important, be yourself. It's not saying coat, tie, போடுறது, tuck in பண்ணுறது. I'm not referring to that. It is about committing to a certain work culture. You have chosen a company to work in. You have chosen to go and work in a company. You have chosen to come to this college. Commit to that culture. That's what being professional means. No? Because if you are saying, நீங்க 9 மணிக்கு காலேஜ் ஆரம்பிங்கன்னா எப்போ வேணாலும் வருவேன். Okay, again, you are not going to be able to get the full juice out of this course. So it's only, just from a selfish point of view, be professional, be curious, and all of these things. Reading, seeking your area of expertise. Find that passion. This is all words I'm saying, they are overused, they're not easy. So it's very important for us to find the passion and let the passion lead you. Don't let peer pressure hold you back. Don't let lack of resources hold you back. Don't let your discomfort in talking in class or discomfort in going to reach your lecturers, your discomfort in overcoming your laziness, don't let that hold you back. Let your passion lead you. It is very important to allow passion to lead us. Okay, and this will take us in great places. Last point, maintain integrity. Integrity na enna? Trustworthiness. Vera nambagatanmai. Okay. So in the trustworthiness, nambagatanmai, இந்த வார்த்தை சொல்லும்போது we are always talking about other person trusting us. மற்றவங்க நம்ம மேல நம்பிக்கை வைக்கிறத பத்தி நீங்க சொல்றீங்க. Honest to the other person. No, maintain integrity for your own self. Again, for the same thing. How do you become more yourself? Just by maintaining integrity. That is where you really understand what you are and you are holding on to it. If there is something you don't like doing that corporate culture tells you to do, be yourself there. That is where you need to pick your battles and fight for it. If you think something is going wrong in your company, if you think something is going wrong in your college, fight for it. It is very important to fight for what you believe in. Either you win and you fix it because it's important to you, or you learn that, no, I was wrong, my assumption was wrong. In both instances, you will grow. Okay, so this requires us to be brave. This requires us mainly to be passionate. Our courage comes from our passion. So on the passion என்னங்கறத கண்டுபிடிச்சு we should allow it to lead us. That's very, very important. This is my last section. I'm going to impress on you. நீங்க MBA ல என்ன பண்றீங்களோ பண்ணலையோ internship சீரியஸா எடுங்க. Very, very, very important. Okay, this is your golden chance to get a sense of the real world in a very protected way. You are going to be unleashed into the real world, but your college is protecting you. People are saying, oh, the intern da, paravalla, that protects you. But if you take it seriously, then you can step above that. Okay, this is very, very important. I really, really want you to take this. If you don't take anything else from what I said, please take it. Your internships, commit to it. First, I think here is very great. You have two, first year, second year, so that's great. So I don't think many colleges have that opportunity. Sometimes in the first year, it's more observation, part-time, but I think you have 2 whole months to do your internship, which is great.
From coming here onwards, it will be 90 days.
90 days, okay. So that's really good. So I think it's very, very important that you make the most of it. Internship every nalu pannalam. Ungalukku good news. Okay, please pay attention to this part. Okay, Thambingla, Thangaigala. Please please pay attention to this part, because internships are so important. Why? It's not my opinion. Every year I interview at least 15 candidates, sometimes up to 50 candidates for different positions, not only internships. So when I interview so many people, I have seen people who have done internship project சொல்லும்போது அவங்களுக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியாது. எனக்கு தெரியாது. கடையில் வாங்கியிருப்பாங்க, இந்த கன்சல்டன்ட் செஞ்சு கொடுப்பாங்க. இது ஒரு எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம், நீங்கள் அப்படி பண்ண மாட்டீங்கன்னு தெரியும். பட் அந்த ஒன் எண்ட் ஆஃப் த ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம் இஸ் தோஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள். இல்லை குரூப் ப்ராஜெக்டாக பண்ணோம், இவ்வளோ பண்ணால் போதும்னு ப்ரொஃபஸர் சொன்னாங்க, ஆனால் என்னை இவ்வளோ தான் பண்ண விட்டாங்க, நான் போன கம்பெனியில் இதுக்கு மேலே பண்ண விடலை, இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய சொல்கிறவங்களும் இருக்காங்க. And there are people who have gone over and above. அவங்க internship பற்றி சொல்லும் போது, that is where the company is able to see all of the above things in you. The internship becomes the window through which the company is able to see all these above things in you. Does that make sense? No? Because you don't come with, how do you demonstrate curiosity? How do you demonstrate passion in an interview? All of that will come in the way you approach your internship. So that becomes your lived truth. Your internship becomes your lived truth. That's what you're going to tell in your interview. It's going to make you extremely confident, these internships, when you do them well. These internships will tell you what your passion is. I did my internship on the college SIFI, there used to be a company, I don't know if you know SIFI now, Satyam Infove, SIFI was there. So there I did my HR, one of my minor electives was HR. I did my internship in HR and I decided I do not want to do HR. It helped me understand. I didn't learning. It was 2 months of my life that I committed to, but at the end of it, I did not want to do this. I knew where my passion, at least it lay elsewhere. Okay? So it's very important for you to commit to these internships, and this is again, bring your whole self to it. I suggest, even in your first year, even in the beginning of your second year, start looking for a good company. Start looking for a good company, not or value perspective la paakadinga, experience perspective la paadunga. Look for something that makes you uncomfortable, that challenges you. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சதே நான் போய் ஒரு சர்வே கொடுப்பாங்க, அந்த சர்வே எடுத்துட்டு வந்து அனலைஸ் பண்ணுறது இஸ் a very comfortable project. You go ahead and do it. I won't discourage you, but that is not going to make you uncomfortable. That's not going to grow you much. So find a challenging project. It doesn't have to be a very successful, well-known company, no. The project should be great. So look for a great project is what I would say. Okay, and I'm going to end quickly with some of these internships at Aravind. So we also offer internships throughout the year, any month. It's not only summer, but mostly, I think you'll understand, we get interns during the summer. It offers real world experience. We do not give internship chummani anga overflow kind of project panna illa. It's a real world experience. You'll be part of the team. So you'll be working with the team. You have the opportunity to do evidence-based management. It's a lot of data-driven. Aravind is very data-driven. So you'll have the opportunity to see data at work in every place. You will have the opportunity to contribute to the organization. Some of the examples I'm going to tell you, everything they did is still being used at Aravind. Okay, and this is not, I'm not showing you only the exceptions. the exceptions maybe are not used. The routine is internship work contributes to real Aravind work. The real life work at Aravind. And again, there are also a lot of research. Some of these projects are research projects. So this is Nada from the US. So she did a project in 2018 on she worked with me on developing a text-to-online patient feedback system. So she looked at many different models, did a lot of costing, cost per response, which is the best model that we can use for doing. All of this is outside her zone of comfort. She doesn't know anything about SMS, she doesn't know anything about feedback, doesn't know anything about this. But in the 2 months that she's with us, she learns. She puts herself outside her comfort zone, she learns, and I'm sure she has grown from this. In fact, our entire patient feedback system, I've used interns. So we had our first intern from Kerala. She worked on this. She developed our first set of questionnaires. She pilot tested it, validated it. We are continuing to use that form even today. She went on to get gold medal for her college. She went on to get best paper in a conference for this project. And I know she had the most fun. Of any interns, she's had the most fun in Madurai in doing that project. Because you completely put yourself out there. You go there, and that is where we grow. Second intern came from Andhra Pradesh, I forget the college, but she came from Hyderabad. And she developed our focus groups for patients. We still continue to use that mechanism. Okay, and then there was several others, and then another is also one of them. So this is what I'm saying. The work that you do is not going to be just something that sits on a shelf, a report that sits on a shelf. No. It's an opportunity for you to work, to actually do surgery on a live person or a beating heart. Okay? And that's what, doing that is scary, but that's what grows us. Okay? So we also work with several institutions. We regularly get students from TSN right here, and then NYU, Fatima, Michigan Ross Business. I'm showing you the MBAs, the MBA programs. We also have MPH programs. We also have public health students coming to us for this. So I'm just going to show you 3 or 4 examples of things. How are we doing on time, sir? I probably will wrap up. So I'll just tell you, so this is, so let me just, okay. Maybe I'll just only talk about this one project. So, many patients come to Aravind, they have to undergo treatment. Okay, but we also find that many patients don't stick to their treatment. This is one example. One example is children who have one eye which is weak. It could be weak because it has refractive error. It could be weak because the nerves are weak. Many reasons why the eye is weak. So what happens? The brain starts taking the signals only from the strong eye and suppressing the signals from the weak eye. So then this becomes what is called a lazy eye, and in a year or 2, they become blind in that eye. So what we need to do is do patching the good eye and make the child to activate the eye. So you need to do this when the children are young, and this has to be done at home. It has to be done safely. Outdoor they can get hurt. So it has to be done properly. But we found that when we went back and looked at this, many parents were not doing it. Many parents were not coming back to us. Many parents were wrongly patching the poor eye, the weak eye. They thought it's a treatment for the weak eye, and they were putting in the weak eye. So many things were going wrong. So, and we found, this is just one disease. But if you take every disease, we'll find that the patients are facing some challenges for not staying along with this. So Sivadarani, I think, the Sivadarani who came a few years ago worked on an entire communication plan to keep reminding parents. We call it nudges. You keep nudging the patients to stay on track with their treatment. So every week, every month, a WhatsApp message will go to them to make them stay on track with their treatment. So this was an idea, but she worked with several clinics to find out what is the communication plan for each kind of disease. So she did a very high level of analysis. She doesn't know anything about eye care. She doesn't know anything about data. So all of this she learned on the job. Today we have the communication plan ready. Now we are looking at different WhatsApp vendors, business WhatsApp vendors to operationalize this communication plan. Of course, we work a lot with the interns, but it's the interns who are, you can imagine how much Sivadharani would have grown in this. Okay, another TQM implementation, total quality management. A store's manual, entire store's manual was written by an intern. The entire finance manual was written by an intern. The hospital is running using those standard operating procedures. Okay, imagine how powerful these internships can be. Imagine how much these interns would have grown in the internships. Imagine how powerful these internships can be when you're talking about it during the interview with your employers, your potential employers. That's why I'm saying please take these internships seriously, put your whole self into it, commit to it, challenge yourself. It's very uncomfortable to go into an internship not knowing what's happening. That's where you want to put yourself. That's where we will grow. Okay, this is just in summary what we already saw. So I'm going to end here and thank you and all the very best to all of you.
Thanks, Divya. I trust we'll have the Q&A session for next 10 minutes. Switch on the lights.
Hello.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. How do you manage diverse and geographically workforce, ma'am? How do you manage diverse and geographically dispersed workforce, ma'am?
Like work from home
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so because we're a hospital, we don't have that problem. Everybody has to show up at work. But this is, you're asking from the employer perspective or the employee perspective?
Employee.
Employee, okay. It is difficult. Initially, it was considered great. I think we are in a time of flux. No, I think we have to wait maybe another 5 years to see what the trend is going to be. Because when the work from home was a benefit to the employee, and employers were giving that benefit. Today, many employees prefer coming to work. So again, that shift is coming back. Okay, so I think it will take its time. So it just requires employees to have even more discipline at home to be able to free themselves from their personal life and focus on the professional life. So this is not easy. It's easier just coming to work, but I think there are so many other benefits. Cost is low. You are reversing urbanization this way. You're able to have people stay in their what do I say, tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, where tier 1 city work on cost to the employee is less. So we're having to kind of balance these two things. But it's a good question to think about.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How do you manage conflict resolution at your workplace and ensure the maintenance of collaborative environment? Harish Kailash.
Harish Kailash, can you ask a question that you want an answer to? Is this? I will answer it if this is a question you want an answer to.
Yes.
So, ஏன் இந்த கேள்வி கேட்குறீங்க?
நிறையா பிளேசஸில் வந்து இந்த ஹெல்த் இன்சூரன்ஸ் வந்து ஃபார்ம் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி வந்து இன்னும் நிறையா இடத்துல டெவலப் ஆகலை, நிறையா டிமாண்ட் இருக்குது. அதனால
அங்கே கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட்டுக்கே இடம் இல்லைல்ல, ஏன்னா இன்னும் நிறைய பேர் வரணும். இன்னும் அரவிந்த் மாதிரி இன்னும் 10 பேர் வந்தால் கூட there is more market. So, what do you think it is? Okay, I will tell you one story in answer to what you are saying. சரிங்களா? So you will assume it is the question is from how do you respond when there is when you're not welcome in a market or when you're not welcome in an industry. Okay, I will tell you a little bit different. It's not directly answering your question, but I think you will get the answer. Okay, so Aravind, நீங்கள் இங்கே முந்தி தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்குமே யாருக்காவது தாத்தா பாட்டிக்கு கேட்ராக்ட் சர்ஜரி நடந்திருக்கா? Cataract operation? No, you guys are too young for your grandmothers to have had cataract operation. One or two have had. What happens in a cataract surgery? கண்ணுக்குள்ள லென்ஸ்னு ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் படிச்சிருக்கோமா? அந்த லென்ஸ் வந்து over time becomes clouded. They remove that lens and instead they put in a artificial plastic lens. It is a lens traditionally, originally அந்த lens வந்து இப்போ வந்து ரொம்ப நிறைய innovation நடந்து that lens has come to very high tech போயிருக்கு இப்போ. Originally it was a PMMA lens. PMMA na தெரியுமா? உங்க கண்ணாடி போட்டுட்டீங்கல்ல, இந்த கண்ணாடியோட மெட்டீரியல் PMMA. So it is just a piece of plastic. But this used to cost $100. So எங்களோட paying patients அது நிறைய பேர் அதனால அஃபோர்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு எங்க தாத்தா, we are all from a fairly well-to-do family, all of us. No? So எங்க தாத்தாவே அந்த லென்ஸை அஃபோர்ட் பண்ண முடியாமல், ஆர் இந்தியாவில் அது கிடையாது, யூஸ் டு பி ஒன்லி இம்போர்ட்டட். ஸோ அந்த காலத்தில் தே யூஸ் டு கெட் ஒரு சோடா பட்டி கண்ணாடி மாதிரி போடணும். ஸோ கேட்ராக்ட் சர்ஜரிக்கு அப்புறம் அந்த லென்ஸை எடுத்துட்டு தே யூஸ் டு நாட் புட் அ பிளாஸ்டிக் லென்ஸ் இன்சைட். ஸோ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, உங்களுக்கு ரிஃப்ராக்டிவ் கரெக்ஷன் இருக்காது இல்லையா, +10 பவர் லென்ஸ் வந்து போடணும். அது போட்டால் தான் தெரியும். அந்த லென்ஸை எடுத்துட்டா பிளைண்ட். So this was the situation of all cataract patients before 92. சரிங்களா? ஸோ அமெரிக்காவிலேருந்து ஒரு $100 லென்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம மக்கள் எல்லாருக்கும், இன்க்ளூடிங் த ஃப்ரீ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் பேஷண்ட்ஸ்க்கும் சேரணும்னா என்ன பண்ணணும்? ஸோ $100க்கு can we afford, can Aravind afford, financially sustainable இருக்க முடியுமா $100 இதை கொடுக்கறதுக்கு? This is where that conflicting thoughts come. I have to serve my people, I have to give free patients also. அவங்களுக்கு தான் ரொம்ப தேவை. ஏன்னா இந்தியா ஹேஸ் early cataracts. 50 வயசுல அவங்க பிரெட் வினர் ஆஃப் த ஃபேமிலி காட்டுக்கு போனால் தான் he can feed his family that day. I don't know, உங்கள் தாத்தா பாட்டிங்களா அப்படி இருந்து நீங்கள் பார்த்துட்டீங்கன்னா தெரியல. கஞ்சிக்கு வழி இருக்காது அன்னைக்கு காட்டுக்கு போகலன்னா. So he needs that lens. Okay, so அப்போ அந்த lens $100 lens afford பண்ண முடியாதவருக்கு எப்படி கொடுக்குறது? So a doctor starts, he has no engineering skills. A doctor starts a lens manufacturing plant, which is RLIMS. So finally for him, his vision was clear. இது எல்லாருக்கும் போய் சேரணும், இம்போர்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. Pharma company is not willing to drop the price. Say, let us manufacture. He doesn't know anything. He puts himself in the uncomfortable spot. Today, RLIMS has more than 10% of the global market share for IOLs. Okay, they export to 125 countries. When RLIMS was started, overnight the price was same lens, no difference in quality. Same lens was offered at $5 to the patient. Now we can afford to subsidize it for the patient. Now we can make it free for the patient. Now, even in the late 90s, no cataract surgery was done without intraocular lens. But it also meant Aravind, to make everyone use intraocular lens, Aravind had to start a training program. All government doctors were trained to use intraocular lens implant. So unless you fix the entire ecosystem of the market, lens about to manufacture பண்ணா உடனே market will not pick up. You have to address the entire ecosystem. So this is the kind of approach that our founders used to take to address any kind of issue in the market. I hope that answered your question in a roundabout way. Any other questions? We will take one more question and then we will.
மேம், நீங்கள் எப்படி மேம் ப்ரொமோஷனல் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிலாம் பண்ணுறீங்க? இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் வாசனைக்கர் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் வந்து ஆட் கொடுக்குறாங்க, அரவிந்த் ஐக்கர் ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்குன்னு தனியாக அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது இருக்கா? இல்லை ஏதாவது அதுக்கு ஏதாவது ஸ்டெப்ஸ் டேக் அவுட் பண்ணுறீங்க?
Very, very good question. So, doesn't matter what we believe in, but studies have shown that healthcare, other industries also, but especially in healthcare, it is only for, when they did a survey of patients who come, they looked at who is the most trusted source to choose a hospital. எந்த சோர்ஸ் வந்து சொன்னா நீங்க அதை ட்ரஸ்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க அப்படின்னா they ask many things, media, advertisements, doctors, other doctors, இல்லை இன்சூரன்ஸ் கம்பெனி வந்து இந்த ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் நாங்கள் எம்பேனல்டாக இருப்போம்னு சொல்றது. இதில் எதுன்னு பார்க்கும்போது more than 80% of them said that they only trust other patients or relatives who have been to the hospital. So we only focus on that. We only focus internally on giving good care, and that seems to do the trick. Thank you so much. All the best.
So pleasure is ours, Dhivya. I do not know how many of them deeply understand the value system what Aravind carries and transform the society and helping society to go up. It needs a lot of maturity for them to understand the Aravind model. It needs a lot of deep-rooted understanding for Aravind model. So, as a token of love, I request my MBA program executive, Ms. Ramani, to give a memento to you. So on behalf of RL Institute of Management Studies, my students, my management, my faculty team and well-wishers, it was really very interactive and thought-provoking. Okay, so I'm able to see through your slides. It is not just cut, copy, paste from anywhere, because you can see many presenters will be making cut, copy, paste from many places. But truly blessed, Dhivya, you have done your homework and completely it is your presentation. I'm able to smell it, I'm able to feel it. So once the presenter is able to take the ownership of the entire presentation, that shows the commitment, that shows the way. I feel my students are so much blessed to have you on this day. Thanks a lot. Let us all give a big round of applause to Dhivya.